काल रात्री आणि वापरलाय ना.
हा नाही लावून घे ना मी इथं काहीतरी असं थोडासा ठेवला ना तो चार्जर असा खाली जातो कधी कधी. नाही चालूच केलं नाही. इथलं लूजच आहे तिला. येते का तुम्हाला हेडफोन घ्यायला लावायचं.
हे नाही होणार ना.
बघ ना ते स्टाईल घेऊन मी ओपन केलं. तुम्ही पण हेडफोनच लावणार आहात ना. हो ते बरं पडतं. काल पण दोन चालू होतं काय एवढं उचललंय तुझं सांगायला कळत नाही का.
Good morning, all. I, Dr. Savita Yadav, welcome you all on behalf of Pune College of Pharmacy for Day 4, Session 1. Today we have with us Dr. Satish Polshettiwar. He is presently working as a head of Department Pharmaceutics, Career Services and Placement Cell, Institute Ranking at University World Peace University, School of Pharmacy, Pune, India. His contribution, he's placed more than 500 students in national and international industry in his tenure as placement officer with highest package of 10 lakhs. Consultants and established more than 10 innovative startup, national and international publication that is more than 60, Indian patent 5. He has authored more than 3 books in the pharmacy profession, that is pharmacy engineering, pharmacy microbiology, and immunobiology. Conference and paper presented in more than 50. 3 technology transfer to pharmacy industry. He developed 4 formulas and product for various diseases with collaboration with some industry. He has many national and international awards to his credit. Name a few latest ones are Ideal Teacher Award 2021 from MIT Group of Institution Pune, prestigious ICT Educator Award 2020 by Association of Pharmacy Teachers of India, APTI, New Delhi. He is listed in World Scientist Ranking 2021 delivered by AD Scientific USA. He is having his own pharmacy educational YouTube channel with more than 5,000 subscribers and 1 lakh student followers. On behalf of Pune College of Pharmacy, I welcome you, sir. I am presenting a virtual bouquet. Kindly accept this. I request you to kindly deliver your talk on health technologies for the common man in the new normal and NAP 2020.
Yes, ma'am. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just a minute. Let me share my screen. My screen is visible. I'm audible also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Savita, madam, for this such excellent introduction. I don't deserve all these things. I believe in my working. Okay.
So we are shortlisted your CV and making a very brief one.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that. Yeah. So at the outset, very good morning to one and all present here. I could see many faculties as well as students. I could see visionary students. So I'm very delighted to express my sincere thanks to and gratitude to the visionary management of Bharati Vidyapeeth, Pune College of Pharmacy, and respected Dr. A.P. Pawar sir, Principal, Pune College of Pharmacy, and entire cohesive team for inviting me as one of the resource person for this AICTE sponsor online short-term course STC on healthcare startup evolution to revolution. I think this is the need of hour that you started with this kind of topics. So I'll begin with the once again. I also express my sincere thanks to coordinator Dr. Vida Dhapte madam who invited me as a resource person today for this pharmacy teachers gathering. I could say along with students. That is really great blend. I could see. Yeah. So I believe that creativity is the thinking of new things and innovation is doing the new things. So whenever we talk about innovation, it's nothing but the added a value in existing systems. So with this contest, so I'm going to deliver my talk on this National Education Policy 2020, how it will promote the student innovation entrepreneurship with healthcare technology in new normal. So certainly we are believe on that. Okay, the India is emerged as a knowledge economy. We all of you know with this all developments after the pandemic. We all of you know. So there was a time that after completion of education, students used to dream about getting government job. You all of you know might be PG student. I could see over here. So there was a time, so student always opted for education after completion of education to get a government job. Then the era came that big pharma companies are coming to campus for campus recruitment placement. Now it's time to getting transformed and switch to Atmanirbhar Bharat. that is we call as self-reliant, self-confident India. So you might be aware about that. Recently, our Prime Minister, Honorable Modi ji, has declared that we are supposed to celebrate 16 January will be marked as a National Startup Day. I think this is a great beginning for these new young minds to build up the innovation and entrepreneurs ecosystem in India across the globe, to create and build a culture of innovation and nurture the pharmacy talents and incubate among all pharmacy students mindset to convert their ideas into market, that is paper to product, mind to market. So probably I'm going to talk on that. So let us continue with this journey of entrepreneurship, journey of innovation with this line. Okay. So before going to start my session, let me open my disclaimer. So the content of these slides are intended for educational purpose, only purely for personal use. And this presentation is based on the publicly available information. Some are my copyright image, some are my own patents that I'm going to share to you. And the views presented are the views of presenter, not necessarily to author, employer, organizations. Yes. So let us continue with our outline. So what I'm going to talk in today's maybe 1 hour session or 50-minute session, probably after that we'll be having question answers. So we all of you know we are getting transformed from the education 1.0 to 4.0. That is, education is dynamic process that has to define and redefine. We always talked about, even your the theme is revolution to evolution. So we all know evolution. We need to evolve it first. Over a period of time, gradually we need a change. But revolution could be happen, staggeringly within a short time. So that is the very good theme that you have been selected. I really appreciate the organizing team that you have selected that theme, that is evolution to revolution. Certainly, we need a revolution in the field of pharmacy and healthcare ecosystem. So then probably I'll be giving spotlights on NAP 2020, what this NAP talked about, because we are moving with the e-learning to blended learning to personalized learning to intellectual learning. That is the kind of theme that is being proposed by this NAP. Okay, because lack of innovation in the teaching techniques in academics, marks, pharma curriculum inadequate in making significant strides. We all of you know, in order to make our students future ready, industry ready, we need to always inculcate this kind of startup, we can say knowledge to them. So then probably I'll get in touch, a spotlight on how we can convert our idea to market, that is paper to products. We believe in outcome because we are talking on outcome-based learning that NAP talked about. Then I'll be giving some insight on, healthcare ecosystem and all this. So I believe there is one, statement which has been made, even written in our former president, Dr. Abdul Kalam book. So there are 3 types of connectivity are required for the empowerment of Indian population. What are that? That's called as physical connectivity, that probably we are lost in the pandemics. Then we have electronic connectivity and knowledge connectivity. I hope we are getting connected on this Zoom platform because of these 2 things, electronic and knowledge connectivity, which is already, dreamed by our former president, Dr. Abdul Kalam. So we need these 3 types of connectivity in order to empower the Indian population. So nothing shall be hampered from the growth of those students. We all know we are all the challenges, but in spite of all the challenges, we could deliver the lecture, we could deliver a knowledge to all students thanks to this all the platform that we probably have. So as a teacher, we all know we tackle the challenge effectively. We should implement innovative ideas that makes classroom experience much more lovable to our students. That is very important. So we are talking on this era of ABCD. So what does it mean? So ABCD means nothing but the A stands for artificial intelligence. I hope everybody is aware about AI technology. It's a buzzword now. So artificial intelligence is the A. A stands for artificial intelligence and augmented reality. B stands for, because we are talking on ABCD era. So A stands for augmented reality and artificial intelligence. B stands for blockchain technology. Probably you might be using your experience in the Amazon and Flipkart, how they deliver the medicines. Okay, even how they deliver your product at home, and you can track. What is that? Blockchain technology. So even we can use that technology for counterfeit the drug. We all know how drug counterfeiting is a major issue in the pharma industry. Probably we can get solved and addressed with this blockchain technology. Then C stands for cloud-based technology, cyber security. We all know cloud-based. Everybody is talking on cloud-based. Even you must be having mobile phone. You must be talking on how much cloud you have. So everybody is talking on server-based, because everything we save in the cloud. Na? So we are transforming from that that floppy disk, which is having 1.2 4 MB database. Now we transform to a small micro disk to CD to your pen drive to cloud-based technology. That is what digital transformation. So we are moving with that. This is the era of IoT, that is Internet of Things, Internet of Green Things, Internet of Healthy Things, and one more addition, Internet of Pharmacy Things, that is IOPT. That is I've introduced. Okay. So that is then finally D talked about data science. So I was talking on ABCD. So ABCD talked about, your future is entire future is based on ABCD. I know that this digital technology will not replace the conventional technology, but certainly it will act as a supplement and supplement. We all know. So we always take the supplementary and complementary medicines along with the allopathic medicine. What is that? That is again, you realize in pandemics how this herbal technology, how this alternative therapy, how play vital role in this particular pandemic. So certainly this is nothing but the era. We should realize that. So talking about this education policy, I hope I'm audible properly. Yes, Dr. Madam, and I hope I'm audible properly and you could see my slides. Let me confirm again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because that is very important. I should be there. Otherwise, because this
Yes,
is the
sir.
again
If
a lot
there
of
is
challenges.
any such technical glitches, we will let you know, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you for this. But certainly, I have to check it all.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Because every 10 minutes there's a reflection point.
Right,
our mind
right.
become unconscious. So
Exactly.
it's also very important to wake up you, because this is very, very important. As a teacher, we should always bring the student attention. That is very important and very difficult challenge in this era of pandemic. Through online, face-to-face learning is okay. We can easily tackle the student, but on online is really difficult. But in spite of all challenges, we could done it very nicely. Yeah? We did it properly.
Right, sir.
Yeah. So new education policy. So what is the major objective of this policy? To empower the faculty with high competency and deep commitment, energized for excellence in teaching and research. See, this policy talked about early childhood education. Like this is the new model which is implemented. Okay, in 2020, we all of Karnataka is the first state who has started this NEP. Maybe Maharashtra also next year probably implement this policy. So they have started with this policy that is 5+3+3+2. So what does it mean? This policy talked about 5-year foundation course. Means student must receive the 3 years pre-primary followed by class 1 and class 2. That is called as 5-year foundation course. Then next would be having the 3-year preparatory course, that is class 3 to 5. They have to prepare themselves for the challenges. Then followed by 3 years middle age, that is class 6 to 8. That is middle age. Then followed by secondary learning, that is class 9+2, that is called as skill 12. They are supposed to learn the secondary critical learner. They have to become critical learner in that particular course structure. So earlier days, what happens is KG1, KG2, which is not official, but now it become very official. You all of you know. Now it's a part of your curriculum, part of your teaching learning methodology, your education system. So that is the basic change, you all of you. So the basic change in the teaching learning method that is implemented in new education policy. So means teacher has to play a vital role. Teacher is act as a researcher, teacher act as a facilitator, teacher act as a faculty member. He is an engager, he is a service provider also. See, teacher has to play multiple roles, because he has to do mentorship, he has to do, he is act as a subject matter expert, supporting students for success, developing new modes of teaching learning process, developing the new mode of engagement also. Like we all know, we use this Zoom technology to engage you. So we all of you know, because of this technology, because of this ICT, it make a reforms in the education system, and this is the model that we expect in the NEP 2020. So teacher must change their mindset. That is very important, because nowadays what happens, teacher has to do multiple roles, but he has to change the mindset. The first focus should be student centric. So they have to always work on the student, how we can make our students a critical learner, critical thinker. Then and only he can become problem solver and he can become employer. Because what is the requirement of any education system? What Bharati Vidyapit would like to expect from you, that students should become employable. Students should become, students should get absorbed in the industry. What is that? So how we can become, how we can make yourself like that? Through the knowledge. Okay, through the knowledge, and by becoming critical thinker, and by solving the problems. So teachers acquire various skills. Now in this era of pandemic, era of ABCD, teacher must acquaint with all the kind of technology. He should always aware about the technology. What is going to be happening 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line. So he has to make up with that. Otherwise, he will not survive in that field. That is very important. Acquire new modern pedagogy methods. So there are multiple techniques, technology he has to adopt so as to engage the students, because he has to engage the student. That is very important. He has to support the students success, not only a failure but success also. So we have to always, celebrate the failure again. Very important. Sometimes, success also you are going to success always we celebrate, but sometimes you have to celebrate the failure also. That is very important. That will certainly boost their mindset, and student can come up with a very good idea, and we can certainly convert that idea into product, and we can bring into market, and we can make it survival. So liberal education again very important, because this education policy talked about multi-language, multi-exit. Anytime student can come in the pharmacy first year, second year, he can move to the engineering. That kind of model is there in the education system. That is multi-concept, multi-exit, multi-entry, multi-language. Again we can say multidisciplinary again. If student want to learn engineering along with pharmacy, he can certainly learn. If student want to learn finance, management, he can learn in B.Pharm also. That kind of system is there in this education policy. Means depending on student interest, he can take the knowledge, because we are going to make India a global knowledge partner. That is very important. That is the major aim of this new education policy. And startup incubation and ecosystem. Today's topic of discussion is startup incubation ecosystem, one of the part of new education policy. Okay, so today probably I'm going to take you on that, how we can engage our students, how we can do the mentorship to our students, so that they can become the good human being first, then they become entrepreneur-led first. This is the policy. Just now I talked about that. Okay. Let's skip this slide. Now this is for teachers. Those are there in the teach. I could see there are many teachers in this particular FDP, STP we can say. So we have to shift from teaching to deep learning. Only teaching is not going to be helpful, certainly. Okay, it will only facilitate. But we have to always think about how we can make our student a deep learner, so that they can empower themselves. Because now this era has been gone. That is student center era. We can say the era we can say that is the era of era of this we can say has gone. Teacher center has gone. Transfer knowledge has gone. Only so only transferring knowledge, they can get the knowledge on YouTube. You all of you know. So now students are very flexible. They can take knowledge anywhere, any place through YouTube. So they just search on the YouTube any topic, they will get good knowledge from that. What's the use of teacher there? So teacher has to play a vital role. Teacher has to change their mindset now. That Yanipi talked about. So passive learning has gone now. You have to always make our student active learner. Instead of teaching directly them, you can start asking the questions to them. That is very important. Active learner. That is called as modern pedagogical methods. Bloom taxonomy you have to always certainly you have to implement in your teaching learning process, so that student become problem solver, critical thinker, rather than only getting declarative knowledge. So we have to make them imperative, so that they will certainly come up with the good knowledge. So that is very important. Student discovery always is very important. Through that discovery, we can make India's ecosystem, innovation ecosystem. That is the we can say the dream of our prime minister, dream of India, we can say, because we are talking on that. IT plus IT is equal to better tomorrow. That is BT. So that's a statement made by our former president again in his book Vision 2020. When you merge, when you integrate Indian technology with information technology, we can make better tomorrow, India's tomorrow. That is IT plus IT is equal to BT. That is better tomorrow. So certainly, so that is IT, we can say Indian talent, I can say, information technology, innovation technology, we can say. When you blend, it's an amalgamation of all both. Then and only we can certainly make the India's better tomorrow through startup and through innovation ecosystem. Because after graduation, after the completion of your education in pharmacy, okay, what is the way? The one way is you can certainly go for higher education like PhD and all. Another way is you can opt for government job. Third way is you can become entrepreneur. So that is the way. Now you all know this era of entrepreneurship. So students always want to make something. Okay, because this is very important. Instead of making job seeker, we always give the job to others. That is job provider. That is always very, very important. So competitive You have to be not competitive, you have to always cooperate. Teacher has to always cooperate. They have to focus on outcome. Maybe you are attending this session, so you have to find out what I'm getting from this lecture. That is outcome. Okay, so you have to think, I have invested my 1 hour, so what I receive from that? Certainly, you might be getting many things from this session. So that is called an outcome. So now lecture setting time is gone. Now you have to take the lecture anytime, anywhere. Okay, you can make it synchronous mode, asynchronous mode. You can, those are not attending this session, you can convert this video into, YouTube channel. You can test it, and student can access that video anytime, anywhere. So that's the kind of things available. That is synchronous mode and asynchronous mode. Because of this pandemic, I think we learn all these things. Okay, so we have to make them cognitive. Okay, so cognitive ability should be improved, so that they become competent and they become employable. Because we are moving from Wi-Fi to Li-Fi technology. So Wi-Fi, if you talked about Li-Fi, which is 400 times more faster than this existing 4G technology, that is called a Li-Fi, which is based on light emitting diode. So I'll be taking on now next, just 2 minutes. Yeah. So this is the kind of things teacher has to play. One is teaching. Just now I talked about that. Teaching means teacher is act as a subject matter. He is act as a instructional designer, enabling learning, bringing new knowledge into classroom, then preparing students for success in the workforce and entrepreneurs, supporting student success. He has to do mentoring. He developed the new mode of engagements for increase the competency. So he acts as a researcher also. We all know, along with teaching, we are doing research. So teacher has to play multiple roles. We all know. We develop new knowledge. We transfer the knowledge through technology transfer into application. We do the creation also. We enable critical thinking among students. We enable the entrepreneurship. Enable innovation ecosystem. That's the role of teacher. He disseminates the knowledge. We all know. We always disseminate the knowledge to students so that they can incubate their mind and they can come up with the product to paper to product. Then he has to act as a serviceman also. He has to work as an engager. He has to engage many things. Engage that pharmaceutical units. He has to maintain that division. He has to give service to institutions. And again, top of that, that is community also, very important. We have to give the service to community also. Like I am giving this service to community. Okay, yeah. So technology and human hand in hand for better healthcare. Once you integrate technology versus all the kind of talents, definitely we can bring the holistic digital health. We all know in pandemic, so nobody has thought we can check the oxygen level at home. We all know oximeter, how it became famous in pandemic. Oximeter, we have IR thermometer. Nobody has thought IR thermometer could be the one of the medical device that can be used at home. Now certainly we are moving with that teletherapy. Now they will come. Doctor will prescribe the medicine based on your that genomic report. Maybe already started. The era started because this is the era of personalized medicines, era of predictive medicines, preventive medicines. That is called as 4P. So if we amalgate, if we integrate all these things, we can develop certainly holistic digital health. That is the we can say the NP talked about. Okay, so just I'll skip these slides. I'll go with the how we can identify the problem and how we can give the solution and how we can become entrepreneurs. So I'm going to give this thing. So you all of you aware about that. Okay, so you might be taking the homeopathic medicine. So what is the problem that I have observed? Okay, that is proper dispensing of homeopathic medicine. So that doctor always advised to take 10 pills, sometimes 20 pills, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. So that is the problem. We all of you know. But many times what happens, pills coming, sometimes instead of taking 20, it comes 25, sometimes 18. So that's the problem. So this problem is identified by our students and they come up with a very good solution. Okay, what solution they have given? Just they modify that lead, So the lead is there. If you just make that lead in this way, probably you'll be getting that pills, properly. So you can measure that very nicely. That's simple innovation. That is called innovation. Because innovation is what? Innovation is discovering new things. But innovation is nothing but we can say adding a value in existing system. That is innovation. And this is innovation that we do. And we file a design patent for that. This is the way how we can convert our idea into product. And we can certainly become an entrepreneur. Simple idea can be, we can bring into market. That is mind to market. We talked about mind to market. We talked about paper to product. This is a simple design. Okay, so we can certainly take these medicines very properly. Okay, that is a simple problem. So we need to identify such problem in the ecosystem, in our environment, in our society, and certainly think on that, because you are getting knowledge. You have the knowledge. So one more problem that our students identified during industry visit. Now you can see, I think AICTE madam also one of the part of industry visit. Okay, he's a coordinator for that. So definitely you can ask students to identify the problem during the visit. So this is a visit that we took in went in 2007 somewhere to the Ranjangaon. You all know Ranjangaon MIDC. There's a lace companies are there. Okay, so we visited that company, and what our students identified, that they release that water that is effluent into the environment without treating. Okay, and that water has lot of starch that our student identified. Okay, so he took that 1 liter water and he shared about 100 gram of starch powder into that. So he thought, yeah, why should not convert that effluent into the product? So he convert that effluent into the starch powder, and he become entrepreneur. Now he started in his company, Siddharth Starch Limited. You can search on Google also. So how we can convert the problem into solution to product to new startup. So now he's earning in crore, because he's the problem has been solved by industry also. Industry का problem solve हो गया. Now he come up with that company also. So making starch powder from waste effluents. So this is a way how we can convert your idea, how you convert your mind to market, how we can bring that idea into market with this kind of products. I hope this is the kind of things we need to nurture among students' mind, because they have a lot of ideas. Only we need to incubate their ideas so that they can bring the innovation in the ecosystem and they can become an entrepreneur. What we want, that NAP talked about. New education policy talked about that. Multi. We have to always give the flexibility to students so that they can come up with this kind of idea. So I think we should really thanks to Government of India that they come up with this hackathon. I hope everybody is aware about hackathon. It's the idea generation hackathon. They will certainly give the opportunity where student can bring such an idea in that platform, and they will certainly give the funding to the different industries. One more problem that we identified. Okay, let me talk on that. Is my personal patent. Last month, I think before 2 months only, I got the patent. Okay, for these products. Just a minute. Okay. So this is the HLB determination model. So I developed one HLB value determination, easy and very rapid method. Within 1 minute, you can determine the HLB value of any unknown surfactant. So we found the problem that what are the method available right now, which are very time consuming, and it requires sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 5 hours, 10 hours to get the HLB value of that any surfactant. So we identified that problem and we came up with this very good solution. Okay, we designed one model. Okay, we file a complete patent as well as a design patent, and we also got the grant within 2 months from the Government of India, from Intellectual Property Rights of India. So where we can determine the surfactant HLB within 1 minute. This is the kind of innovation. We identify a problem and we work on that, and we got the solution. Okay. Next would be, just a minute. Yeah, one more very fantastic solution. Sorry. So because we were talking on the healthcare technology innovation, what we did in our School of Pharmacy, we identified in normal, we are using this water filter, but we found that nobody is having this idea about how we can connect that particular water filter to your mobile phone, where we can get real-time monitoring. We can get a real-time data of your water, how the water is coming from your filter. So we developed this AI-based, that is artificial-based water filter. Okay, real-time detection of carcinogenic material, where we can get the value whether your water is having any carcinogenic material or not, even metal contaminants. That we developed. Our students, Ritika Pardeshi from B Farm, Amay Joshi, Anuja Zore from computer departments, and Prathamesh Marne again from pharmacy. They came up with this idea along with my mentorship, and they bring this evolution that we talked about, evolution to revolution. This is a kind of evolution. Let us see the video. Let me share the video. I'll stop sharing again. Just a minute. Yeah, I'll just show the video to you.
Everyone, we are Team Delta Trio from MIT WPU with our project of AR9 water purifier. This video briefly explains about our prototype. The first chamber is a pre-filter which removes larger particles of dust, hair, pollen fibers, insects, and residues. The second chamber is the CIR filter, which consists of activated charcoal, ion exchange resins, and extracted root powder of 2 hydrophytes, Econia crassipae, Pistia striatus, and plants like Canna indica and Moringa oleifera. This is our first point of innovation. The third chamber consists of sediment filter, which removes any traces of impurities that would leach out from the CIR filter. The fourth chamber consists of hydrogel synthesized by us with the help of HPMC, sodium CMC, and potassium polyacrylate, nutrients, and alkalizer. This hydrogel would provide sustained release of minerals and nutrients. The water would be further stored in storage chamber below and collected accordingly. The NF and UF membrane rings are placed between each chamber in order to perform efficient purification of water. We are automizing our model with the help of artificial intelligence and sensor technology. We have installed 3 types of sensor in our water purification device. The impact of proposed solution would be as follows. Since we plan to use 2 invasive species of hydrophyte in our model, it would aid in reducing.
Yes. The India tomorrow will flourish when innovation technology meet India's talents. I think this is the way. What is the outcome and objective of this NAP? This is the outcome. Okay, when you trigger your student, when you make your student critical learner, critical thinker, critical designer, certainly we can come up with these solutions. Now this is one of the part of interdisciplinary project. We collaborate with our same department, our own department, computer, IT departments, and so we discuss this problem to that IT department, and they also collaborate with us, and we come up with this very good solution, and we file a patent on that, and certainly we will hopefully we will get a patent within a period. Okay, so this is the way how we can bring innovation, and we can bring this kind of culture among the students. That is very important. Culture of innovation. We are talking on culture of innovation. We should celebrate the festival of innovation. So maybe you can plan 1 week for festival of innovation. That last week only we followed that. Okay, we celebrate the festival of innovation at the startup day, and we can definitely maintain that culture, and we can develop that culture among the students. If the students are having a lot of ideas, only we need to flourish them. We need to incubate them. They have a lot of things. They have a lot of talents. One more, recently we opened the startup. Our student, finally B.Pharm student, we currently pursuing in B.Pharm. They come up with this very good idea. Okay, so new startup by our School of Pharmacy by 2 students. I'll just put their name also after this. They came up with this company. They start the company name also with Raganda. Raganda Roop Freshener. This product can be used to freshen of your mind, mandirs, homes, any other auspicious places. It is made up of cow urine and along with some perfumes, and they blend it, and they came up with this unique formula, and that can certainly use in auspicious day. Auspicious, because that's why we talked about auspicious room freshener, because it contains cow urine. Many times we used to spray in mandirs and all. So if you take it with this, it has a perfumery, it has some essence also. Because of that, it will immunize your oneself, and it will create ecosystem properly. Even certainly it is used for the many diseases also, skin diseases and all. Then we got a patent for that also. Recently it is published. Now hopefully after examination it will get grant. These are 2 students, Bhavna Singh and Isha Oswal from final year B.Pharm. They came up with this idea, and they started their own company, and now they are started earning only, because we have own TBI, that is incubation cell, and we incubate, we support all these things, and they came up with this company, and they started in final year B.Pharm only. One more problem that we identified recently. We filed one patent on that. Okay, medical device. So we all know in the medical device the insertion of suppositories. That is the one problem. There is no proper device where we can insert the suppositories into rectum. That is the problem statements. Okay, so many times patients are reluctant to take that suppositories. Many times nurses are also reluctant to give the suppositories. But we come up with a very good solution where that person can take the suppository without any hurdle, without any problems. Okay, so that statement we take into consideration, problem we take into consideration, and we work, and we come up with this very good solution. This is a patent that we filed. You can see the model where we can insert that particular suppository into a device, and that device is very flexible, and you can give the 100% so we can deliver the medicine with 100% accuracy without wastage, even very we can say convenient manner, because patient compliance is very important. This device we file in class 1 device. Okay, and hopefully we'll go with the regulatory guidelines and all these things, and we'll come up with this product. So one student is going with the startup also with this. Next, this is a patent that we filed. Okay, and these are device unique selling points, that is USP, always very important. Whenever you design any model, any kind of startup, any kind of product, it must be having unique selling point, that is USP. I hope everybody must be watching that show which is coming on, the Sony. Do you know the show name? What is that? Anyone? Sony pe show aata hai abhi. One show is coming, one MQR, the honor is there in that particular show.
Shark Tank India. Shark Tank of India.
Yeah, Shark Tank of India. Okay, so Shark Tank of India, you all of you know, it's a very good show. Probably if you get time, definitely you can see that show. That is really one of the wonderful beginning in television and in the social media as well. Very good start, because they also bring new startups daily. You all of you know, at 9 o'clock, all the show is appear. So please watch that show. Very important show. Okay, where all these the ideas they are incubating, and they are giving the kind of funding to them. These are the kind of things they always ask about unique selling points. So in our product there are a lot of unique selling points. Okay, so that certainly we need to focus and we need to spotlight. One more product just now I developed, and it is brought into market also. My own technology transfer, that I improve the solubility of curcumin significantly by 0.6 kg to 260 kg per ml using certain technology, and I improve that solubility by 50-fold by using supercritical fluid extraction technology, and this product is available in market only. That's the kind of things that our students are doing along with our mentorship. And that company name is Prish Herbochem, Pune, that have transferred technology to them. See, this is very important. See, what are the prerequisites for teacher and students? Now, we all know the Eklavya story, all of you know, everybody is aware about Eklavya. Okay, now we have to be, now students have to be digital Eklavya. We all of you know, in pandemic, now student has to become the digital Eklavya. We all know Eklavya was one of the son of poor hunter. He wanted to learn archery to save the deer into the forest that were being hunted by the leopards. So he went to Dronacharya, but Eklavya deeply desired to study under Dronacharya. We all know Dronacharya was the greatest guru. So Dronacharya, bound by the state of law, you all know he has own ethics, own principle. He could not accept him as his student. But Eklavya in his heart had already accepted Dronacharya as his guru, because we all know how he was dedicated. He went home and made a statue of his guru. You all of you know the story of Eklavya. He went home and made a statue of his guru. And over the following years, with sincerity and practice, he learned archery and become a better than the state of prince at the art. And he becomes so good as that he would hear the sound of animal, shoot an arrow as it, and claim the animal. You all of you know how he shooted, how he become the sincere, and how he become honest, and how he become good practicer. So that is called as the dedication, because we are talking on that driving force, 5D. Dedication, driving force. Dedication, driving force is very important. You should be dedicated. Devotion again. Sorry. See the greatness of Dronacharya again, because both are equally important. Both are equally, we can say, commendable. Okay, you all of you know they did a great work as a guru as well as a shishya. We all of you know. See the greatness of Dronacharya. He took the blame on him and uplifted his student. That is why even if the guru is wrong, if your devotion is there, you can never go wrong. You all of you know, because teacher always wanted to improve a student, groom a student. He never wants students should go down. Always he wants to uplift the students. But the guru is not wrong. It appears it was a partial, but he uplifted Eklavya and preserved his dharma, duty also. His duty was to, you all of you know, we understood, sorry. We understood all these things, devotions and all that. And that is very important. His duty was, all of you know, he has to preserve all these things. Okay. So that is very important. You have to be always dedicated. You have to always have that driving force so that you can become. Now students have to be a digital Eklavya because of e-learning, because of all education 4.0. We are talking about education 1.0 to 4.0, where we are taking all IoT tools, ICT tools for learning, like Zoom technology. Nobody has thought कि Zoom पे अपना webinar होगा. We were only thinking webinar, okay, webinar. But now everybody is having this buzzword. Now it's become very famous. Webinar, everybody know webinar. Even 2 years child also know what is webinar. Okay. So that is very important because student has to that hunger, practice and observation, curiosity and creativity thinking. अगर learn करना है ना, आप कैसे भी learn कर सकते हैं. Like एकलव्य, उनको learn करना आपको ना, तो you can take knowledge from anywhere. Like NAP talked about that. What the education policy talked about? Multi. You can give the access to students. He can learn engineering, he can learn commerce, he can learn finance, he can learn, even arts. So it has that kind of role. So that is very important. So that's why we are moving from traditional learning to the problem-based learning. So we all know what happened in traditional learning. Told what we need to know. We memorize it. We become it becomes declarative knowledge and problem assigned to illustrate how to use it. Nothing is going to be answered. Nothing is going to be used anywhere. But if you make our student synthesizer, a problem solver, a creative learner, a critical thinker, certainly he can come up with this idea and you can incubate his mindset. Because we are asking the problem, we are giving the problem, we are assigning the problem to student, and we identify what we need to know and learn and apply to solve the problem. That is very important. Knowledge to take, we are getting knowledge. Through my lecture, you might be getting the knowledge. So many things you are getting. What is the use of that? Unless and until you use that knowledge to certain things. That is very important. Because we want to make India's global knowledge partners. How we can flourish the India's tomorrow will flourish when innovation technology meets Indian talent. That is very important. Yeah. Next, you never know when one kind of act, one word of encouragement will change life forever. We all know what we do. After B Farm, after M Farm, you certainly go with higher education. Yeah, you opt for private and government job. Self-employment, that I'm talking on that. Self-employment, that is entrepreneurship. Instead of making yourself as a job seeker, I would suggest you try for job provider. So create your own industry, create your own startup. Now government also promoting a lot of things, even government also giving a lot of funding. If you have an idea, you just submit your ideas to that government startup portals. They will certainly scrutinize your idea and they will provide a funding to you. Many of our students are getting funding from government. Only that idea should be having a sustainable thing, because viability and sustainable development is very important. If the idea is not sustainable, they will not give you any kind of funding to you. It has sustainability also, very important. Then and only we can survive. So what are the technology that we can look forward? How we can reshape the pharma industry with new trends? We all know we have to make ourselves industry ready as well as future ready. Not only today's what is happening, but what will be happen after 2 years down the line, 4 years down the line. Because you all know how pharma business and manufacturing are undergoing major transformation on multiple concurrent levels. Because this is the era of ABCD. Traditional blockbuster medicines are ending now. You know, big pharma companies are shifting towards high value but low volume biomedicines. We all know biological medicine. Now we are transforming from the pharmaceutical generic market to the biopharmaceutical market, biosimilar and biobetter. So it is only happen with this kind of technology, artificial intelligence, and we can say augmented reality. So we are moving from the traditional manufacturing to the continuous manufacturing. It could be done by 3D printing, additive manufacturing, and all. So we always believe on this big data analytics because we have huge data. We all of you know nowadays industry also discovering the drug by using artificial intelligence. So already their era started. We use all molecular docking and all blockchain technology to develop the medicines to bring that dry lab study into the wet lab study. So we can minimize the time period for drug developments, because we all know for making one drug how much costing is there, $800 million, and that to time is more than 15 to 16 years. So certainly with the help of this technology, we can bring the revolution. Like the topic is evolution, we can make revolution. Because these are the disruptive technology, shaping the future of pharma. Flexible production like 3D printing, we all know the first drug which is developed by the company that is we all know, okay, by the 3D printing technology in 2015. So that is very, very important. Then personalized medicines, that is very important. Now this era of personalized medicines, doctor will only prescribe the medicine based on genomic report, genomic sequence. We all know the genomic report and all these things. We can certainly identify that particular disease. We can prognosis and we can diagnose it. Because now we are talking on prognosis. People are talking on diagnosis, but now we are talking on prognosis, future prediction. If something is going to happen in future, that also we can predict with the help of biomarker, with the help of the some tools. then continuous manufacturing, then blockchain technology, then AR and VR technology, extended reality technology, paperless manufacturing, digital therapeutics. These are nothing but the future, robotics, simulation, and all. So now we are talking on startup. For startup, what is required? Startup is nothing but new business. You would like to start a new business. For that, you need to have one idea, and that idea should be having sustainability. Because see, ideas coming in, so many ideas coming in our minds, but whether the idea is executable, whether the idea having sustainability in the market or not, that is very important. आपका idea sustain होना चाहिए market में. Otherwise, you cannot survive in the market. It will be only stay for 2 years, 3 years. We don't know what happened with my iPad. How Apple is still surviving, how Samsung is still surviving. Because you have to always change yourself. We all know Micromax was there in 2003, 2004, somewhere, just 7. Later on, the company has gone. No, why? Because they are not building on this change. They are not changed themselves. They should be having sustainability. Quality is very important. We talked about quality by design and all. Why? Just to make it sustainable. So innovation has that kind of quality. Then and only it will survive in the market, and we can become viable in the market. So technology must having that kind of future. Then passion. Without passion, we cannot build a startup. So I would suggest always, because whenever I take the lecture, I always take this point to my students. Those are there is a student. In order to empower our students, the 3 things important. The one is, that is, we can say map. I always talked on this map. So what is map? So M stands for a good mentorship. We all know our teacher act as a good mentorship. I know you have the very, very good teachers like Savita Madam, Vida Dhapte Madam, Pawar Sir, Pokarkar Madam, Sandeep Patare. I know very, very, very fantastic faculty you have, and they are certainly doing very good work. So you have good mentorship. Then A starts for attitude. You should have a good attitude. Without that, we cannot move. Then P starts for passion and perseverance. Without passion and perseverance, we cannot. So map, like you all of whenever you go to Delhi or Mumbai, so sometimes you have to find out the place, location. We always Google पे डालते क्या नहीं start वहाँ पे location. You will be getting that map, no? On that map, you will reach your destination. Same thing. For reaching your startup destination, you should have this map. Good mentorship, good attitude, perseverance, and passion. Without this map, we cannot reach to destination. That is very important. So that is very important. Okay, the change is important. We all of you know. Okay, yeah. I just keep this. So this is one very, very interesting example I'm putting in front of you. Okay, you all of you know the Bhavish Agrawal at age of 35, he graduated from IIT Bombay. He came up with this idea. Ola cab. Nobody has thought on this line. Yeah, we can connect the existing car which is available in the market, available in the society, available in this era. Only we can connect through app. So we know how it will drastically transform the all traveling business, all these cab services, Ola Uber. It's one of the biggest disruption in the taxi service. That is kind of transformation. So definitely you can think in this line how this Bhavish Agrawal at age of 35 from IIT Bombay, he BTech computer science in 2008. He came up with this idea, and he become billionaire. All of you know the business is more than $16 billion. So Ola, what's the business? Okay, it's a Bangalore-based company. Now it is started new services like vehicle for hire and food delivery. See, this is the way how we can change yourself. If you don't change yourself now, you cannot survive in the market. Keep on changing, keep on updating yourself. Otherwise, you will not survive in the market. That is very important. And that is the example in front of you, Ola Uber. One more example, interesting example I'm putting in front of you, that is disruption in grocery. You all know. So you just realize yourself, okay, how many times you just going to the market. Sometimes you only go for roaming, just घूमने के लिए जाते हैं, पता है आपको, just एक बार just घूम के आते हैं mall में, but now everybody is buying the mobile phone from Amazon and Flipkart. Even for the grocery also, we always buy through Big Basket and Grofers and other buying applications. This is again one of the disruption in the grocery. So definitely we have to always change. In pharmacy also we can think on this line. Already started. You all of you know we have Netmates and all, M1MG and all already started. Even disruption book, how it has been transformed. Nobody is knowing pandemics. Everybody are going with the ebook. Everybody is finding ebook. Yeah, I should get this ebook. Where should I get this particular book? Everybody is searching that book. That is the biggest transformation again. We believe in transformation. Okay, we believe in transformation. You have to always transform yourself so that you can survive in the market. You can sustain the market. So that's a policy, that's objective of the Startup India, which is started, we all know, Startup and Stand Up India. That is the one tagline, Startup and Stand Up India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Recently, Government of India, our Prime Minister has started this, a day that is 16 January will be celebrated as the National Innovation Day, a National Startup Day. And I think it's a great beginning for all the Indian startup companies, even for the young minds. So everybody want to be an entrepreneur, you all know. Business model evolve with time and sometimes to change in the market. You have to think about market. आपको market study करना पड़ेगा पहले कि market में really इसकी जरूरत है क्या. Yeah, we are bringing innovation, but उसका जरूरत है क्या market में? That needs to be identified. Then and only we can certainly find out. We all know. We have to always think on that. Sustainability. We India need more entrepreneurship for the growth, and this can be done. Okay, let us have one interactive session before going to with next slides. I hope everybody is ready with me. I make you conscious. Sometimes if become unconscious. I know, being a teacher. Yes, everybody is there. Please. Yes, anyone can comment in chat board. Yes or no? Are you ready for this game? Just let us have interactive game. Yes, I got one response from Manisha Chavan ma'am. Yes, anyone? Please type yes. No, if you are there, please type yes. Hardly take 1 minute too. Not 1 minute. If you are there, please be there. Okay. Yeah. Don't make it asynchronous. Okay, it's a synchronous mode. I am taking you. Yeah. Great. So I'll be showing one image to you. You have to identify the punchline of that startup, Indian startup. Okay. So you have to give the answer in my personal window rather than giving to everyone. Okay. Just identify this punchline, which is this company, India Ki Pharmacy. The punchline or tagline of which pharmacy startup? It's one of the pharma startup. Okay. One of the major startup in pharmacy. Please let me know the name of this startup. Yes, I'm getting not wrong, Manisha. Okay, at least you tried, not an issue. Okay. Yes. Then yes, Priya, not correct. Not correct. Yes, again, please not now. This is called as critical thinker. Okay. How now you can critically think? Might be you are searching on Google. Okay, not issue. Because Google are there to give the answer of many things. Okay, but not all. Yes. Please keep on typing your answer. I'm waiting for your answer. Yes, I got the answer from Shilpa ma'am. Very good, Shilpa ma'am. Okay, that is called as India Ki Pharmacy. Okay, that is NetMed. Very good. Okay, only one person has given the proper answer. NetMed, you all of you know. Okay, so India Ki Pharmacy. That's the tagline of this company. We will have discussion on that company, how they have started. Okay, next. Okay, you all of you know NetMeds, who have been founded. Okay, Pradeep Dha. Okay, the founder and CEO of NetMeds. Okay, it's a B2C model. Yes, next. India's largest healthcare delivery platform. Just tell me the name of that startup. India's largest healthcare delivery platform. Somebody has answered earlier, I think. Yes. Yes, I'm waiting. Don't type everyone. Okay, put in my personal chat board so that I'll be getting. Okay, yeah. So I can comment. Okay, just keep on typing answers, please. Yeah, I'm getting the responses. Please keep on typing. Yes. Okay. So the answer is the Farm Easy. Okay, so it's called India Ki online pharmacy. All of you know the largest delivery healthcare platform, that is Farm Easy. Okay, which is founded by these two guys from IIT. One is pharmacy and one is from the IIT person. India's best healthcare delivery venture, Dharmil Seth and Dhaval Shah, founder of Farm Easy. Then next, last one, Empowering Doctor, which is the tagline of this startup. Empowering Doctor, the application that will connect with all doctors. Do you know which is the application which is started by one of the, again, pharmacist only? Yes, anyone? Not correct. Yes, it's a DocPlexus. Okay, it's a DocPlex. Remember, this is the DocPlexus connecting with doctor of today with the medical science and all those. Okay, this is a personalized, latest, and most relevant knowledge they are providing through that application. Okay, where stored the doctor can assimilate that knowledge and anywhere for any time. Okay, and they access it. They can connect each other. These are again best startup in India. You all of you know, and at the age of below 37 years. That is Paytm. You all of you know Paytm is started by Vijay Shankar. We all of you know. Okay, Vijay Shankar Sharma. Then Flipkart at the age of 35, Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal. All of you know who were working in the Amazon and joined. They start their own company, Flipkart. Huh? Now it's become very famous company. All of you know. Then next we have we can say Snapdeal. Again, Indian e-commerce company based in New Delhi. We all of you know. Okay, that is Bhavish Agrawal, who is the founder of Snapdeal. Then Ola, just now we discussed about Ola. Okay, Rohit Bansal. Yeah, sorry. So these are the startup which is came up with the very young guy. We all of you know. Okay. Then Rohit Bansal, who came up with the Oyo. We all of you know. Okay. So Ritesh. Okay, we all know Ritesh Agrawal, an Indian entrepreneur who founded the Oyo hotels at the age of 21. He only connected the hotels. We all of you know. Existing model. Similarly, you can one of my students has started the local pharmacy app, Pharmalo. He connected with all the local pharmacy. Maybe within a couple of days, you will be coming to know that app, Pharmalo app. Okay. So I'm the mentor of that particular student. So he's coming with that great idea. Okay. Next. Then for startup idea, see what are different ideas. Maybe some student I could see over here. What are different ideas where we can start the business, where we can think in that line. So we can go with retail pharma business that we will be everybody is aware about that. Wholesale distributor we can start. PCD pharma business helping franchisee to own and distribute authorized medicine. We all know PCD business franchisee we can start. We can start food and diet supplements. Okay, delivery platform we can through application also we can start. Okay, then you can go with surgical product supply. Nowadays, a lot of demand for there. Okay, we can connect with the application and we can even start with the own device, own kind of thing. If you come up with the very good ideas, you can come up with the medical device, you can register with the Indian Patent Office, and you can get license for that, and you can certainly go with all production also later on. Cosmetic product manufacturing, that is again area of interest where we can grow and you can become an entrepreneur. Then pharma raw material suppliers, even this is very important. Many industry want raw materials. Okay, so we can certainly like start one of my students, develop the technology and he came up with that idea how we can convert the effluent into starch. So like that also you can think and you can come up with that ideas. Okay. Then next perfumery business, like one of my students just now I think shown to you that Raghand, they came up with that company, and perfumery business also very good business in India. You also know abroad also. Pharmaceutical marketing business, even you can start the own pharmaceutical marketing companies where we can give the marketing, we can services the pharma industry, because many companies doesn't have the marketing services, but certainly we can provide the services through your knowledge, your expertise. Pharmacy student kit supply, that is again very good area where we can supply the student kit to the different organizations that is they require. Through application also you can, student will register on your application and you can start this business. Then pharmaceutical consultancy, even I'm the consultant of about 22 companies. So different, but for that you need to have the knowledge. You need to have expertise in that area. Unless until you have knowledge, you have to make visible in social media. You can see my profile on LinkedIn and all. See how I'm visible to all other people. So through that you can get a consultancy. So you have to always make it visible to yourself, your area of interest, area of research, area of your expertise. Everything should be make it visible. How people will come to know what you are doing. Now I am focusing, I'm showing this idea, everything to you. This is the way how I can become famous. This is the way how we can become consultant. Next would be herbal extraction plant supplier. Very good branch, very good area where we can start your ideas and you can become an entrepreneur. You can start your herbal extraction plant and we can even grow that thing, and we can have that supercritical extraction plant. One of my students has started the plant of supercritical extraction where we can get the very refined and very pure form of herbal extract, active constituent. We can certainly export that things also, because foreign, if you go to European country, US country, they require high standard extract. For that they only ask about this standard, and certainly we can have this kind of standard and you can go with this company. Then last, export imports, we can start this business. Startup India, that's why the Startup India is for the prosperous India. We all know India tomorrow will flourish when innovation technology meets India and talent. That is the very important. We need to always, because India has already started. If you visit on the Startup India website, you probably find so many things. So you can get the startup. Up startup registering karna bahut easy. Even government also, if you want to open an account, a current account, they will not charge anything without any, because for current account you have to maintain 50,000 rupees in account. But they ask you for that 1 year, no need to maintain the balance. We will provide some balance to you. You only give it that. That is the kind of thing. Only you have to think on that. Visit website, read that thing, guidelines. So many things are there. Okay. Even no inspection is required for first 3 years. Only you can grow your business. So many things. Even tax exemption also there. So many things are there. Even patent filing. If you want to file a patent through startup, 80% fees is rebate. So we file a patent through that and we only we got charged only 5,000 rupees. Within that we get a patent. So this is a way. Initially we were spending near about 80,000 rupees to grant till granting examination to granting. We have to spend 80,000 rupees. Now price has gone. Hardly it will take hardly 20,000 rupees if you want to go with institution funding. And I think that is one of the regulation again. Yeah, these are pharmacy related startups. There are multiple startups. If you just go on these, many startups is you might be knowing to you. Okay. Nothing is permanent in technology. Just we all of you know how nothing is permanent. Again, it's a very important message to all of you. Nothing is permanent. AICTE. We were using AICTE in I think 2007, 2003, 4. But now everybody is moving on the Facebook. SMS, that system era has gone. Nobody is sending SMS. Everybody is going on WhatsApp, Messenger, we have all Snapchat and all. But even PS has gone now, ICICI Bank. So these are the kind of things that is a transformation. How we can bring evolution to revolution. This is the kind of surprising thing. Staggeringly, within a short time, you can make a radical change. For radical change, we need to have this unique property again. Okay, we all know Vishal Dadlani and A.R. Rahman. For one song, Vishal Dadlani charged 1 lakh rupees, just hypothetically, and for A.R. Rahman for same song, he's charging 1 crore rupees. Why? Anyone can answer this question? Yes, I'll be ending this session within 10 minutes. Please let me know the answer. Why A.R. Rahman is charging 1 crore rupees for that same song that Vishal Dadlani is charging 1 lakh, maybe 10 lakh rupees for that? Yes, anyone? In the audience, please. Popularity, one answer I got it, popularity. Yes, please keep on typing your answer. Then I'll comment my answer. Okay, yes, please. And this is very important. To become an entrepreneur, to start with your own organizations and startup ideas, this is very important. Okay, that is we call as uniqueness. Why? Because of uniqueness, not popularity. Uniqueness. You must be having uniqueness. Popularity baad mein aata hai. Pehle uniqueness, very important. You should be unique in that. So I'm delivering this session. Maybe next, I'm getting so many calls. And I need you expertise in ICT tools because I am expert in ICT. I'm bringing a lot of revelation in ICT tools. Bringing a lot of technology for teaching technology. How we can change the reform, how we can teach the students, very important. So this is the uniqueness. You must be having originality. Yeah, I got the answer, Savita ma'am. Thank you. Originality and uniqueness, very important. Okay, so again, apart from that, okay, however, you must be having this thing, that is called as you need to keep on changing yourself. You should not be same. Keep on changing. Amrutanjan, everybody knows Amrutanjan. That the previous bottle, that traditional bottle, then they need high innovation required. Okay, so you all know name itself hold a huge brand image in our minds. You all of you know it's journey from the glass bottle with the aluminum cap initially, yellow pack hold. When you apply on your head, it in sometimes written the stains and all, so people are reluctant to use that. But now they made a change, innovation. What innovation they made? They came up with this very good bottle. You all of plastic bottle having that kind of the temper soup and all these things. Okay, Maha Strong with unique design. So they came up with unique design. Maha Strong Bomb. Color also differentiating from the pack. The bottle changed from the heavy glass bottle to plastic bottle, which is tamper evident cap. Have a simple product with great packaging with display the brand on shelf. You all of that is very eco-friendly again. That is very important. Yes, Roll-On. Yeah, very good. Roll-On also one more brand they brought it. That is the kind of innovation. I believe on innovation. That the invention you try to innovate the thing, add the value in existence. Invention means something new discovery that requires a lot of time. Okay, but revolution can be made radically. You all of you know, revolution can be done staggeringly within a short time. We can certainly bring the radical change and prosperity in the society, because that what innovation wants. So innovation should bring the prosperity and harmony in the society. That is very important. That's why we always talked about Indian startup, buy in India to make in India. We started from that, and you all know why people are buying the Chinese products. Somebody is talking. Yeah. Yes, madam. How much time I should have now? Let me know so that I will keep up this.
Another 5 minutes, we can continue.
Okay, okay. So I'll just keep. Yeah. So the AICTE innovation, Nadi Tarangani, Pune-based startup. They came up with very good idea. We can check the all water pieces of with this kind of device, which is artificial intelligence-based device. Just put on your palm, okay. So for your hands, and on you can check the all vital parameters. So it will be giving on parameter on your mobile phone. This is the kind of technology, okay. So I'll just keep the video because of constraint of time, interest of times, okay. But this is really useful for as a teletherapy. All of you know, you have to hold at your home, and you can doctor will get all this database, okay, and they can certainly advise the medication based on this technology. This is the kind of revolution. Again, L'Oreal came up with this, the brand we call as My Skin. Again, one startup, My Skin, which track the UV rays which is coming on your skin, okay, and also it will track the all exposure of UV, ultraviolet, pollen grains, humidity, and pollution that is you are exposing to daily environments. That will certainly monitor real manner. That is My Skin device. Again, one of the non-invasive device has been came up with the IIT peoples, IoT-based non-invasive pre-donation hemoglobin screening, volunteer donor non-invasive hemoglobin test, where you can check the hemoglobin level within 60 seconds. Okay, no more of biohazard waste. Save space, money, time. Okay, you can get it done at home only.
Place the patient's hand on the handrest. Now, place the set.
A portable, foldable mobile lab. Everything we can get it done on this portable lab. Okay, in the remote, urban areas, there are a lot of problem of diagnosis and all. Certainly, this kind of technology will make a revolution. Okay, we can test all the vital parameter of the patient, and you can diagnose that patient properly, and we can certainly treat that patient, because what is required, right medicine at right time at right dose, so you can get right therapy. That is we want as a pharmacist. Okay. Again, I keep these slides. Even one of our MITs I come up with easy patho imaging application, where we can collect the image of all microbiology image, and we can certainly process that imaging technology. Okay, and we can find out the proper cell structure and all with this. Okay, this is database. We create databases, and from the databases, we can certainly identify that particular cell if you compare with unknown cells. I just keep these slides again, all this thing, Indian startup, all minutes.
Let's see what his device can do.
Again, I'll skip it because of time. Again, this is the cancer detection device, where we can detect the cancer within a short period of time. This is AI-based glucose sensing while sweating. Okay, during sweating also, we can detect the glucose level along with the while running and all these things. Variable device. This is a student design pill dispenser, uses fingerprint scanner to avoid overdosing, mostly painkiller and certain medicines that should not be overdosed. No? This particular device will track that medicines, whether you are taking the medicines or not. Okay, it will not open next time. Okay, it will only open on that particular time period. Then there are so many ideas. You all know, in pandemics we have to always do not touch option is there, because we are not supposed to touch any objects. So certainly they came up with the idea, that is the device, metal device, copper device, where we can use this device to open the door, open the lift, and all these things to avoid this pandemics, avoid this corona spread. This is an innovative method of disinfections that probably you must have seen in the pandemics. Okay, a lot of innovation have been made. So I was going with the one literature. In 2021. Near about 61,400 startup has been registered. 61,400. If you talked about 2016, hardly 447. It is drastically transformed to 61,400. I was going with the literature and all, and found that. Okay, till 2022, total number of startup in India is 61,400. At least 555 districts had one startup, new startup, I can say. Indian startup again, Augmenta 11. that we all know, such a patient like in Tarajamin, we discussed about that child, is having the problem of the reading text and all, dyslexia. So one of the students have come up with this idea, that is app. He came up with the app. Okay, there are some companies, healthcare startups. Okay, that I'll just keep all these slides because of time constraint again. Okay? So many devices have been appearing in market in the pandemics. We all know different types of thermometer, smart glucometers, smart ECG machines, then BioBeat, so many things. This is a medical device. Certainly, we can work hand in hand with this organization because we are the subject experts, and we can give the solution to that. Okay, sugar beads and all. Even you can check the ultrasound device for moms. USG, you can check it at home. Then surgical gloves that we can use it. That will show the contamination level on your hands directly. Okay, so many things. Health is not valued till sickness comes. That is very important. I'll conclude with this kind of one important suggestion to all of you. So everybody is having, in every college, every institute, every university has suggestion box and complaint box. So I would suggest to promote startup and entrepreneurship, you should keep one innovation box along with complaint box. Baju make innovation box. Okay, we started this in MIT, and we are getting a lot of ideas, and that is really, I think, one of the concluding remarks from my side. So we cannot flourish the Indian people unless and until we make changes, reforms in the Indian talent. So the only way to do the great work is to love what you do. That's Steve Jobs said. So mind is like parachute. It works best when it opens. So I'm really thanks and really happy to share my knowledge to all of you. I certainly believe, hope you might receive the knowledge properly and you flourish yourself in future life. Thank you once again to organizing teams, Bharati Vidyapeeth Pune College of Pharmacy, entire cohesive teams for inviting me as a resource person. If any questions, I'm happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will take question and answer session now. So I request all the participants to ask questions on the same topic.
Yes. I hope I have given justice to all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what I understood, you understood or not? There is no question, means what I understood. Means it has reciprocated properly. Yeah?
Yes, sir. Any questions from participants?
You can unmute and ask the questions.
Yeah, please, if any idea, if any kind of questions, if you want to ask, even you can connect after the session also. I'll be sharing my email ID, even my number to Hapte man. Definitely you can connect with me anytime. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm always open for 24 hours, 24/7 for any kind of help. Thank you, Priya madam, for your comments. At least you have given comment. That is very important. that will motivate me for next session. Because this acts as supplement and complement for me also.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope everyone understood the topic and the new ideas which is sir given to everyone. So thank you, sir, for your excellent session on healthcare technologies for the common man in the new normal and NAP 2020. Your experiments in the adding technology to academics have been helpful to the pharmacy teachers. We are grateful to you for sharing your experience and case studies of your own startup ideas. This will be definitely helpful for our academics as well as students. Thank you, sir, once again. And I would like to present you a certificate of recognition from AICTE and Pune College of Pharmacy. Sir, kindly accept the same.
Thank you, madam, for this kind gesture. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. In fact, we could have, if AICTE could have allowed, we could have another part 2 of your session, because I know there is a lot of things what we actually want to gain from you, sir, for the other slides which we were just moving because of time constraint. Yes, definitely for another STC we can work out with the part 2 version of your talk. Same we can continue, sir, because it is really interesting, and the way the basics what the faculty members should understand when we have to mentor the students. That was really a very nice session. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for this kind words and appreciation.
Thank you, sir.
Certainly, I'm carrying that energy my throughout years for this year. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we need energy for this.
Yes, sir. I mean, so you're continuously experimenting, like the COVID scenario you experimented.
Yeah,
with,
one example, we have to always start with
things.
own. So that's why I quoted my own example. Rather than giving another example, we start with own example.
That's right,
the benchmarking. Okay, so
yes,
I
and it is motivating for all the pharmacy teachers, like all of us. So we had really, in fact, you had a talk in many colleges regarding how to go with online practicals. How
this
to
is my madam 140th lecture, 140th.
Right. So this is really good that you are contributing, and it is really encouraging for other pharmacy teachers that how we can contribute to the pharmacy profession, other from academics and research. So really, I think at the end of the STC, we can have new ventures, and we ourselves, we can get connected. Like there are so many faculty members, we also should have a consortium so that we can work with the ideas.
Sure, ma'am.
And use this
platform. We can have a cluster. We can have
right. We can have that cluster.
All Pune colleges.
Exactly.
That is my dream.
Right,
to have one cluster. We can bring our ideas into product.
Yes, sir, definitely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you for the session. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Shall I leave now?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. We request the participants to join the meeting again at 11:30 with our speaker. We will end up the meeting, and then you can join the same link at 11:30. Thank you.